Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Dimitri Johnson, and you're listening to MMALatestNews.com.
It's time to roll, baby.
Yes, everyone, what's going on? My name is Stephen Howson. This is MMA Latest. This is one of the biggest fights that we've had in mixed martial arts for such a long time. It's not even a title fight. Conor McGregor brings his own hype, and this is just blowing everything out of the water as usual. There's been very little press for it this week. There's been very little of the hype surrounding it. But make no mistake, this is an absolute banger of a fight, and this is one that we're very excited for. We are doing a watch-along for the fight. If you'd like to come and join us tomorrow or early hours of Sunday morning to come and check that out, we'll be reacting and responding to everything that happens during this weekend's UFC 246 card. So come along and join us, but let's get into Conor McGregor versus Cowboy Cerrone. We are brought to you by William Hill, and there'll be a little bet with an unbelievable sign-up offer. So if you want to check that out, the link for that will be in the description below. Make sure you're checking that out. Right, the king is back. Conor McGregor makes his very, very much anticipated return to the octagon where he faces Cowboy in the first event of the year, UFC 246. Also sees McGregor make a return to the welterweight division against one of the legends of the game in Cowboy Cerrone. This isn't going to be a tactical battle. This isn't the grappler versus the wrestler. This is going to be two men who are going to meet in the center of the octagon, and they are going to slug it out. It's as simple as that for me. Conor's making his first walk to the cage since that disappointing loss to lightweight champion in Khabib Nurmagomedov at UFC 229, while Cowboy's coming off the back of a busy 2019 in which he fought 4 times, losing his last 2. Back-to-back losses against Tony Ferguson and Justin Gaethje. Nothing to be ashamed of by any stretch of the imagination, but I've left many wondering if Father Time is catching up with him or if he potentially struggles with those biggest of big names, because he's always just sort of fell short, hasn't he, Cowboy? Many in Conor's corner have said that this is the best that he's looked ever. He looks relaxed, he looks composed, he's been focused, he hasn't had to do any sort of press, and maybe he's looking a little bit reinvigorated as he makes a tilt towards getting back into title contention, which I'm sure is going to be at 155. I'm certain it's not going to be at 170, so I do wonder why we're seeing him at 170. In a press conference this week, Conor said on January 18th, it will not be bad blood, but there will be blood spilled. So this really could go either way. Both have got the ability to finish the fight early. Yeah, both are dogged and game enough to take this to deep waters and make it a 5-round war, as we saw with McGregor Diaz too. Now, I'm going to be honest with you and say this is not going to go to the judges' scorecards. I think Conor is too slick, too quick, and I just think he's too dangerous on the feet for Cowboy. Cowboy's got a hell of a lot of miles on the clock, and I just don't see him being able to beat Conor in a stand-up war. If it goes to the ground, we've seen Conor submitted. I think Cowboy actually has got the ability to do that, but I don't think any of them are going to be looking to take the other one down in this. It might be the case of that one of them ends up getting took down, but I don't think either one's coming out here looking like they're going to put anyone on the back. This is going to be a stand-up war, and it's going to be an absolute treat. This one is going to be worth the pay-per-view price that we've got to pay in the UK for this one alone. It's going to be an absolute belter. Further down the card, we have got the returning Anthony Showtime Pettis, who himself returns to the lightweight division against Diego Ferreira. Ferreira's coming off a 5-fight win streak, while Pettis' last bout at 170 was against Nate Diaz. Holm and Raquel Pennington rematch in a co-main event of UFC 246, with the two facing off way back at UFC 184 in 2015. Holm won the fight that night via split decision, and Pennington will have vengeance in her sights. Holm is coming off the back of a TKO loss against Amanda Nunes, and Pennington is coming into the bout with a split decision win over Aldana. It's not the greatest fight card that we've ever seen. Around about the time the UFC was getting sold, you could almost guarantee 2 title fights on a pay-per-view card and probably 3 or 4 absolutely unbelievable fights on the undercard. That seems to have shifted a little bit to the sort of card that we're getting with UFC 246. Not quite sure the reasons for that one, but either way, it's going to be an absolute belter. Now, I did say at the top of the show that we've got an unbelievable offer for you, and an unbelievable offer we do have. William Hill are giving you 30 to 1. 30 to 1 on Conor to beat Cerrone by TKO, KO, or a disqualification. If you like that, the code for that is going to be EP Conor. 30. That's EP Conor 30. We'll throw those up on the screen for you so you can get that, or you can check the link in the description. That's going to take you there. That's price boosted from 1 to 2. Click the link to claim it. Don't miss out. 18 plus, new customer offer. Terms and conditions do apply. Be gamble aware. Like I said, we're going to be here right the way throughout the fights on Sunday morning or Saturday night, depending where you are. So come and join us over on MMA Latest. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Laters.